Wednesday night baseball from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Marco Estrada, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. We'll see if he can do that here.
Ender Inciarte heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Ender Inciarte.
And our first pitch taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from San Francisco. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And they were able to come away with the victory last night, so another performance like that would make their manager a happy man.
And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, hopefully with the wind blowing out, you're not going to see too many guys in that lineup with their eyes too big thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hit it out there into that wind. Stay focused, but if you get something up in the zone, drill it.
Eric Ibar comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch.
Nope,
perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Freddie Freeman will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here comes the first pitch. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Manny Banuelos, the Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, he only went into the 4th inning in his last start. Didn't get a decision. I mean, if anything, go out and give your team a chance. Going to have to go a lot deeper in this one.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
They've had to fly cross-country here to start this road trip, so these will be a pretty telling next few series to see what this team's really made of.
Inciarte has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. What's the key for them tonight, Steve?
Well, I think you really have to limit the strikeouts in this game. Don't have any wasted plate appearances, and we know that's easier said than done. But you also have to have your 3, 4, 5 hitters step up in this one somehow.
Stepping in, Danny Santana. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Rodriguez moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, my man at first, he can really pick it. As an infielder, you got to love being able to throw the ball over there knowing that he's going to come down with it at any time.
Buster Posey gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Belted high in the air out to left. Ranging back is Inciarte. Gone! A solo home run for Buster Posey as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Wow, after the first 2 hitters, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere. But you talk to a lot of hitters, and they'll tell you if they come up with 2 outs and nobody on, that's where they get selfish and try to swing for the fences. And that's what he did right there and launched a solo shot with 2 outs.
So here's Matt Kemp now.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Inciarte is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. But bye-bye, baby. The Giants get 1 on the home run by Buster Posey. Second inning coming up. It's 1-0 San Francisco. Ray Rodriguez will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. So, unfortunately, it looks like he's going to come out of the game now with an apparent right shoulder injury. That's always concerning, so hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. Paco Rodriguez will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
75, Paco Rodriguez.
Leading off the inning, Ray Rodriguez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Under it now is Kemp, and he'll make the play for the first out.
Batting 10th, third baseman number 8.
Mike Moustakas will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Squared that one up just a little late.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted 2nd overall in 2007, a high school teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall. They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Right side and right into the shift. Belt has it in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Jace Peterson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail this one 1-0. Hunter Pence will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Pence is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Inciarte on the run, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7.
Matt Duffy will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Inciarte is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from AT&T Park right after this. Chris Heston is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the third inning, he may be asked to work for a while.
Heston.
Manny Banuelos set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to.
Kemp calls off the third baseman and puts it away for out number 1. Ender Inciarte will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Eric Ibar comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And if you get him to look at strike 1, why not go back to that same pitch in the same part of the strike zone, and they catch him looking again.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as it was up the ladder a bit, and that'll move a man into scoring position now with 1 away. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. And that is swung on and missed as Ibar's down on strikes for out number 2.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I mean, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. You know, on the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. it really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Into the box, Chris Heston, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Pitcher, Chris Heston.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, give him credit up there. He's going to take his hacks.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Panic.
Joe Panic will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Lifted in the air out to right. There to take it is Markakis, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Danny Santana is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ibar onto the grass, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete. The Giants lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Ray Rodriguez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, the left-handed hitting third baseman, Mike Moustakas. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. And the Braves have now tied the ball game at 1.
He just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder.
Nick Markakis.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a 1-out single.
Tyler Flowers steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on Show Track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike. And not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the pine.
Stepping in now, Jace Peterson, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Heading out towards shallow right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Braves able to tie things up on this home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Buster Posey will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers.
Number 28.
That's popped up out towards short right field. Peterson is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
It probably goes without saying, but he'll be unhappy with that at-bat. This is a curveball, and Show Track shows you it's right in the strike zone, but all he can do is pop it straight up.
So here's Matt Kemp now. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Hunter Pence will come in now with 2 away, and I've got to say it may be about time to start taking a pitch or 2.
Yeah, I mean, he is just running right through these guys. They've been getting themselves out left and right. He's hardly even broken a sweat out there.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard but foul. The 0-1 on its way. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. Manny Banuelos heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
The pitcher, number 50, Manny Banuelos.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Looped out towards short. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
The left fielder, number
Ender Inciarte will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Hit in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Kemp, 1 down. Striding into the box, Eric Ibar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. Scooped up. 1 there. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. Braves go down quietly. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Shot towards second. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So with the leadoff man at first, time to jump back a half century or so as we call on today's version of This Date in Baseball History. Matt Duffy is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
There you go. Back-to-back singles here to open up the inning, having set up in a good position to break this deadlock.
Brandon Crawford will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
I don't think you can ask for a whole lot more right here. You get back-to-back singles, then a good sacrifice, and just like that, they're set up for what could be a big inning.
Matt Holliday will be called on to pinch hit now, and he'll do it in a golden RBI spot as he's got 2 men in scoring position with only 1 gone in the inning. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike, 0-1.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
High and deep to right center. Back goes Markakis at the track. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, you accomplished 2 things on that last swing. Number one, obviously you drive in that run with the sacrifice fly. But because that ball was hit so deep, it allows the second runner to move up another 90 feet as well.
Joe Panik will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. 5 innings complete. San Francisco leads this one 2-1. Jesse Chavez will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Jesse Chavez.
Leading off the inning, Freddie Freeman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Into the box now, Ray Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Runners on the move for second. High in the air out to center field. Santana over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Nick Markakis digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Tyler Flowers strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Trying to hold the lead. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal. So they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? And he is in there.
And this is one of those plays that just takes too long to develop. You can see him trying to at least get the force at second base, but that's great hustle. He's not taking anything for granted out there, and he beats the throw to second, so now they don't get anybody on the play.
Manny Banuelos will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Keone Kela will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out. Manny Benuelos will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Kemp is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we are tied 2-2. Danny Santana will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
Danny Santana.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Okay, you can see the game plan unfolding here on Show Track. He gives him a steady diet of off-speed pitches to start off the at-bat until he finally says, all right, enough fooling around with you. Reaches back and just fires the fastball right by him.
Buster Posey strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Looking up is Inciarte. Gone! A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, as the Giants now take a 3-2 lead.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. So here's Matt Kemp now.
Matt Kemp.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. That home run estimated at 401 feet. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
And I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Ibar will wait on it, and he will put it away to retire the side. But bye-bye, baby. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. Top of the order due up to start the 7th. It's now 3-2 San Francisco. Back here in San Francisco, Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ender Inciarte is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
0-2.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double. Eric Ibar will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out.
Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Freddie Freeman is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ray Rodriguez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And now the runner's trying for third. Pitches a cold strike. The throw behind the runner to second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. Giants out in front here, 3-2. Brandon Belt will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Baseman, Brandon.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rodriguez is there, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Matt Duffy will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Brandon Crawford will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Hit in the air out toward left. Inciarte giving chase, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 50, Keone Kela.
Pionikella will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco, but they still lead it 3-2. Mike Moustakas will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pence is under it. 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder
Nick Markakis stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, I would think he was due just to pitch an inning or so, but he's pitching pretty darn well. So why not stretch him out a bit? Been working so far.
Marwin Gonzalez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Well, now here comes Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez out to home plate, and it looks like he's going to work the double switch here. Ian Kroll is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Batting in the 6th spot, number 46, Ian Kroll. Now playing right field.
Ryan Lavarnway will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
Ryan. Now catching, number 30, Ryan Lavarnway.
Joe Panik will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, center fielder, Danny Santana.
Danny Santana Comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
And there he goes towards second. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. In to score is the runner from first. It's 4-2.
And in a game like this, there's no telling how important an insurance run that may turn out to be. He plates that run on the RBI double to make it a 2-run lead now, which may not sound like that much, but it makes a world of difference for anyone who's coming in to try to close this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Buster Posey is at the plate as he watches ball one. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Inciarte's there. And that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Matt Kemp takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Inciarte is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Hunter Pence will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Ryu is going to get there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's now 4-2 San Francisco. Joaquin Rosales is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Joaquin Rosales.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Jace Peterson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Runs up and gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
I tell you, when it's done right, it looks so easy. I mean, this ball is put down almost equidistant from all 3 guys that had a shot at this. Perfectly done.
Nobody out, runner on first. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Ender Inciarte will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. 2-1, here it is. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And, guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Buster Posey. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the